Hi, sir. So,
Hey Sanay, hi. Hello Shubham. Okay, so we have Arav, Arnav, Shubham, Kashvi, Sanay, and Kulnur. Okay, so good to start, kids. Okay. So kids, who will tell?
good morning, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Arav. What did we learn last time, kids? Anybody wants to remind me?
Checkmate.
Okay, what else?
Check.
Okay.
Check.
Who will tell me good check and bad check? What is it? Okay, anyone? Okay, kids. So let me share my screen quickly and we can start. Okay, kids. So last time we were learning about check, right? In check, we learned good check and bad check, right? Also, we check for when there is a check, we learned that what are the different ways to get out of check, right?
Yes.
So how many ways are there, Sanay, for getting out of check?
Three.
3 ways. Okay. What are those 3 ways, Arav? Can you tell me the first way to get out of check?
When the
Sir, can I tell?
side is
Sir, can I tell?
Yes, wait. Yes, Arav? Bolo beta.
जब ये क्वीन D1 पे और इधर से चेक के क्वीन से ऐसे अगर ऐसे
ऐसे चेक है, देखो अभी क्या करेंगे बताओ?
तो फिर क्या करेंगे? अगर हमने ये ऐसे लिया तो फिर
सर को दिखता नहीं है कौन सा सही है।
यहाँ पे बताओ बेटा, स्क्रीन, ये स्क्रीन है, देखो अभी यहाँ पे ब्लैक ने चेक दिया है, अभी क्या करोगे बताओ?
हाँ अगर हमने ये पॉन को G3 लेके आया तो फिर ऐसे मारेगा उसको, फिर
रुको, इतना आगे जाने की जरूरत नहीं आ रहा। I just ask you how to get out of check. Okay, so you gave the answer correctly. There was a check. Okay, so what Arav said, bring the pawn here. Okay, that means the first way, kids. Okay, what is the first way? To bring something in between. बीच में कुछ तो भी लेके आओ। ओके, कोई भी पीस बीच में अगर लेके आओगे तो चेक अपने आप हट जाएगा, राइट? अभी किंग को चेक है क्या बताओ? Is there a check now? No, because there is a pawn in between. Correct? So this is the first way.
Sir,
Yes.
I cannot see the full screen.
Okay, क्या नहीं दिख रहा है स्क्रीन पे? अभी दिख रहा है बेटा? Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for bringing attention. Okay, kids. So if there is a check, you can, first thing that you can do is you can bring something in between. Okay. Another thing that we can do is we can try
attack
to
the
capture.
attacker.
Okay. Yes. Attack on the, try to capture the attacker. Okay. Now let me take another example. Okay. I played this, he played this, I played this, he played this. Okay. And then white gave the check. Okay. Now again there is a check. Okay. क्या कर सकते हैं अभी कुलनूर?
We can capture the queen
Very
by
good.
the horse.
Okay. So the very first thing that you can check is, can I capture the attacker? Can I capture the attacker? Answer is yes. So even though you can bring something in between and stop the check, but because you are able to capture the attacker, why would you bring your pawn in between? Obviously not, right? So capturing the attacker is another way, kids. Okay. So two things we learned today or revised. One is bringing something in between. Second one is capture the attacker. Okay.
Sir, can I see the third one?
Yes. Let me take another example, kids, here. Okay. Now in this case, suppose he played here, I played here, and he played here. Okay. Now, sorry. Now again I am giving check. Okay. Now what are the ways, kids? Can we capture the attacker?
No.
Can we bring something in between?
No.
So what is the third way, Kashvi? What will you
The
do?
third way is to bring the king onto a safe square.
Right. Moving the king to the safe square. Right. This is the third way, kids. Okay. The third way is to bring the king to the safe square. Now, at least in this situation, this is safe. Okay. However, we can bring another check from this side, but then again, this is a new check, right? So you can try different things. Now, what are the ways we can get out of check from here, kids?
May I tell, sir?
Yes.
Attacking the attacker, bringing something in between, or moving the king onto a safety square.
Very good.
Bringing something in between.
Right. In this situation, you can bring something in between. Now, what is that something, kids? What can you bring here?
Pawn or knight.
Pawn or knight. Okay. But because knight is important, probably you will bring the pawn. Because when you bring the pawn, it is not only stopping the check, but also attacking on the attacker, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So these are the three different ways we can get the king out of check, kids. Okay. Yes, Kulnur, any question?
No question, but when the pawn was stopping the check, the white team could capture the pawn, but the horse could capture the bishop.
Right. Correct. Okay. So kids, now the next thing that we learned was, if there is no way to get out of check, what happens? Say, for example, now let me take the similar example now. Okay. Suppose you played this, he played this, you played this, he played this, and then you played this. Okay. Now look at the board position, kids. Shubham. Okay. So can we bring something in between, kids?
No. No, sir.
Can we capture the attacker?
No. No, sir.
No. Can we move the king to the safe square?
No.
No. So what happened? There is nothing that we can do. That means this is a check and mate. Okay. And when the position is check and mate, the game ends. Okay. Whoever delivers the checkmate wins the game. Understood, kids?
Yes.
Okay. Apart from this, we also learned that when we give check, there must be some purpose behind it. Okay. You should be able to achieve something. Okay. Just for sake of giving check, you should not give check. It is a wastage of move because you have limited moves, right? You get only one chance to play at once, right? Say you played, then he will play, right? Then you will play, then he will play, right? So in this case, suppose if you are playing like this, okay? He played, you played, then you brought your queen out, okay? He is developing actually. Then you again bring the queen here, so that he will try to capture. He again brings here, okay? Then you are not finding way to give check actually. So what you are trying to do, you will play this, okay? He played this. Now you captured, for example, he captured, okay? Now, is this the case that it will happen, kids? What will happen if you capture these, kids?
The bishop will attack on the queen.
Very good, Sanay. There you are. Okay. Even though we can capture the pawn with the knight, with the queen, okay, but should we take the pawn or should we take the queen, kids?
Queen.
Queen. What is the reason for taking the queen? Yes,
Because
Kumar?
it has 9 points.
Correct. The queen is more valuable as compared to that of a pawn. Correct? Right? So, when now in this case, there is no movement of the bishop, right? I have not moved any bishop. So, when you move something, but the attack is coming from some other piece to something else. Okay, kids? This is called as discovered attack. What is it called?
Discovered attack.
Very good. Okay. And you need to be aware of this. Okay. These are called as the tactics. Okay. This kind of tactics, techniques you should use while playing the game. That you move something, but something else will attack on something else. Right. So this is the hidden attack kind of, right? These kind of hidden attacks, they are called as discovered attack. Okay. So your opponent, suppose he is not aware of that this attack is coming. Unless and until I told or Sanay answered, even most of you were also not aware of, right? Shubham, pay attention. Where are you going? Okay. So there is an attack coming here. This is called as discovered attack. Suppose you captured this. Okay. So what black will do? Black will capture your queen. Correct? This is called as discovered attack. Okay. Let's go back. So kids, when you are bringing the queen out, make sure that there must be some purpose. Okay. Otherwise, what happens? Your most valuable piece that will get captured. Okay. Long story short, do not try to give unnecessary checks. Is that clear, kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let me take few more examples. Okay. Just give me a second, kids. Let me find if I have prepared some puzzles for you. Getting out of check, right? Yes. Very nice, kids. Okay. White to play. Okay. Here you have to play with white and give the check. So can you give the check here? Who will tell me? Let me start with Arnav. Arnav Umare. Okay. Yes, Arnav, white to play and give the check. Can you give the check with white? Arnav, if you're talking, you're on mute.
What, sir?
White to play and give the check.
It is white to play.
Yes.
Okay, sir. White, white. I don't know, sir.
Okay. Shubham, can you tell? White to play and give the check. Okay, it's Shubham. Yes.
We would give the check by bringing the bishop to the so we can.
Where can we bring the bishop?
So we would bring the uh, bishop at one at 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 the F7 pawn, but then the
F7
king.
pawn.
Yeah,
Right.
but then the king
Sir,
can.
but the king can
attack.
capture.
Right. Okay, now my question was, can we give the check? Answer is yes, we can give the check. Okay. By capturing this, we can give the check. But then next
But it is
question,
bad
kids.
check.
Is it a good check or bad check?
Bad check.
This is the example of a bad check. Why is it a bad check, kids?
Because the king
Can
can capture the
capture.
bishop.
Correct. Because you got just 1 point. Okay, one pawn of 1 point and you are losing 3 points. So this is bad deal, right? You are not doing a good deal. मतलब ऐसे हो गया कि आपने सिर्फ 1 रुपए का चॉकलेट लिया शॉपकीपर के पास से और उसको 3 रुपए देके आए. Is it a good deal?
No, sir.
Not really, right? So you need to be careful. तो कभी कभी मैंने देखा है कि बच्चे जब खेलते हैं तो they do such kind of mistakes. This is a mistake, by the way, right? You are making a mistake by taking 1 point and giving 3 points. Okay. However, is it a illegal move, kids? Is this a illegal move? No, it is not illegal move. Okay. So we cannot call that as a wrong move or illegal move. Okay. But we can definitely say that the white player is making a mistake by playing this because it was not required to check. Was it compulsory to capture and give the check, kids? It was not. Correct. It was not required. So instead of doing that, white should have played this, for example, so that along with this attack, he can bring one more attack. Okay. And now suppose black played this. Okay. Suppose black played this to bring attack here. Correct. Now what will you play, kids? Let me ask to Kulnoor. What will you play now, Kulnoor? Only Kulnoor will talk, okay, kids? Yes, Kulnoor, you are on mute.
Bring the queen to
Sir, can I tell?
is safe square.
Where will you bring the queen?
E3 or D3.
Okay, so you are suggesting to bring the queen E3 or D3. Okay. Let me go to Arav. Arav Agrawal. What will you do if it is white to play?
सर अगर हमने ये क्वीन को ऐसे
Please put.
ट्री पे लगा तो नहीं तो ई डी
Okay, so Arav is also giving the same answer that of Kulnur. Okay, Sanai
Sir, can I
Gokli.
tell?
Sanai. Yes, Sanai. What will you play,
Yes.
Sanai?
we will capture the pawn
Which pawn?
give a check and F7 pawn.
Okay, and which piece will capture that pawn?
Queen.
Okay, so this pawn we will capture, kids. Okay, and this is what, Sanai? Check and mate. This is a check and mate. Okay. Now
Yes.
tell me, kids, what type of check is this? Is it a good check or bad check?
Good check.
Good check, because you win the game because of that check. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
For the black team.
Correct. And black lost the game. Okay. Now, kids, two things. When he played this, you are paying attention that he is attacking on your queen. Okay.
Yes.
So Shubham and Kulnur and Arav, they gave the answer to bring the queen here. Okay. So nothing wrong as such. It's not illegal move. Okay. But then if you can win the game, kids, pay attention. Okay. This is good learning here actually. If you are going to win the game, is it making any sense to save your queen or something? Even if you play here, the queen is indirectly getting saved, right? Now he will not be able to capture it. But then you are directly winning the game. So whenever you are in such situation where you need to think, two questions you should always ask yourself, kids. Okay, make practice of this. First thing, can I capture something for free? Okay, your objective should always be keep searching for कुछ फ्री में मिल रहा है क्या, राइट? मम्मी पापा शॉपिंग करते हैं, मम्मी मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स मम्मीज, ओके, तो क्या करते रहते हैं ना, कहीं पे डिस्काउंट लगा हुआ है क्या, राइट? मॉल्स में जाते हैं तो, राइट? तो इनडायरेक्टली क्या होता है, दे आर आल्सो आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन टू देमसेल्व्स, कैन आई गेट समथिंग फॉर फ्री, बाय वन गेट टू, राइट? या बाय टू गेट 5, ऐसे बहुत बार होता है ना. कभी कभी मम्मी को पूछो, एक्चुअली मम्मी बताएंगे आपको अच्छी तरह से, राइट? तो जैसे वो जैसे ढूंढते हैं, वैसे भी हमने जब गेम खेल रहे हैं तो वी नीड टू सर्च फॉर कैन आई कैप्चर समथिंग फॉर फ्री, क्योंकि अगर फ्री में मिल रहा है तो अपना पीस क्यों देंगे ना, एक्चुअली फ्री में मिल रहा है तो अच्छा है, बट ऑलवेज वो जो भी फ्री में मिलेगा वो अच्छा ही रहेगा ऐसा नहीं है. तो वी विल टेक दोज एग्जांपल्स एज वेल, बट दिस शुड बी योर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. एंड सेकंड क्वेश्चन यू शुड आस्क टू योरसेल्फ, कैन आई चेकमेट माय opponent in next 1 or 2 moves? Can I checkmate my opponent in next 1 or 2 moves? Okay, if you get the answer yes, say for example, now if you are here, okay, and now let me go back to Kulnur, white to play, and you are asking the question to yourself, can I capture something for free or can I checkmate my opponent in 1 or 2 moves? What is the answer, Kulnur? White to play. Checkmate. And how will you do that checkmate?
Bring the queen to F7.
Very good. Bring the queen to F7. Now here let me change little bit, kids. Okay. Now black, instead of playing this, what black did? Black played this. Okay. Now what will you play, kids? Let me come to Arnav now again. Arnav Umare.
Yes, sir.
Now if it is white to play, what will you play, kids? Arnav?
The pawn will capture to the another pawn to d5.
Okay, so you will capture it with pawn.
Yes, sir.
No.
Why not with bishop? Bishop can also capture, right?
Yes, sir.
So why are you not taking it with bishop?
But what is the use of bishop there?
Okay, good question. Okay, kids, can anyone
Sir,
answer?
because the queen is dead, and then we will lose more points.
No, kids, let me come and explain. Okay, pay attention, everyone. Kids, tell me one thing. When my bishop was here, okay, and when I shown you that if I capture, it will capture back, and this was a bad check, right? Correct? So what we learned out of it, the king could capture this because there was nobody to support, right? And for that matter, what I did, instead of playing this first, I played this first, right? I brought the queen here so that for this one attack, I am bringing a backup or double attack kind of, right? Support, right? So now support is there. But to stop this double attack which is coming, what black did? Black played this, okay? So our objective now, Arnav, okay? This will give your answer actually. Is Arnav there or he got dropped?
Yes,
You're there,
sir. I
right? Okay. So our purpose, as I said, whenever you play, there must be some purpose behind that move, okay? So when I played this, I had the purpose that I want to attack here. But because this pawn comes and stops my attack, okay, I am going away from my purpose, right? So I should not divert my mind. I should continue doing that. So if I have opportunity to capture with pawn or with bishop, okay, if I capture it with my pawn, what will happen? The attack that is coming here is getting blocked by my own pawn, right?
yes, sir.
But instead of that, if I capture with bishop, right?
But
My,
the queen can capture the bishop.
are you sure you will capture the bishop with queen if you are from black
Yes,
side?
sir. The
No,
pawn is there. Yes,
no,
sir.
you will not capture, right? You are losing your queen, correct?
Yes, sir. But we can uh we can get saved by the checkmate.
Yeah, but then for that matter, you don't need to give your queen, right? There are other ways. Okay, for example, simple way is you just bring this here, correct? This is blocked now, correct? It is not able to attack now,
Yes.
correct? As well as it is attacking on your bishop as well.
But the pawn can capture.
Yeah, but then you are not losing your queen, right?
Yes, sir.
So you need to think like that, okay? In hurry, don't make such kind of decisions, kids, okay? This is a wrong decision, okay? And that is the reason in real life as well, okay? जो हम डे टू डे लाइफ जीते हैं उसमें भी जल्दी में कोई डिसीजन नहीं लेना होता है. You think for a while, okay, and then decide. This is what chess teaches to us kids, okay? जल्दबाजी में कोई भी काम करोगे तो नुकसान ही होगा, ओके? सो आपको क्या करना है, पहले सोचना है ठीक से और बाद में डिसीजन लेना है कि ठीक है उसने कैप्चर किया एंड ही इज गोइंग टू डू द चेकमेट नाउ, लेट मी कैप्चर, ओके? बैड थिंकिंग एक्चुअली. There are other ways. Yes, if there is no other alternative, then you can give the queen. But if you already have the alternative, a simple one, right? He cannot do anything now. He cannot do anything. He will not be able to give checkmate to us because our knight is supporting. Yes.
Sir, the another way is black king will go on d7.
No, but why to move the king actually? If you have other players to bring in between, आपके बॉडीगार्ड्स बैठे हैं यहाँ पे, राइट? तो किंग क्यों मूव होगा इधर उधर, राइट?
Yes, sir. But that is another way.
Yes, yes, Kashvi.
Sir, I also have another way. Except for losing our knight with something, you can also push the pawn down.
Yeah, but if you push the pawn down, what is happening, Kashvi? You are opening this for attack. Correct? So that is the reason it is not recommended. Anyways, we will come to these kids, what to play, what not to play. Okay. But long story short, did you understood the difference between good check and bad check, kids?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And whenever you are making any moves, you need to think and then decide. Okay. You need to think. Okay. Particularly when there are multiple ways. Okay. And the purpose of this, when you play this, you are not only stopping this attack, but also bringing another attack over here. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's go next, kids, now. Okay. The next puzzle I'm going to ask to Kashvi. Is Kashvi not there? Kashvi, are you there? Yeah, Kashvi. White to play and give check. You are talking on mute, Kashvi.
Yes, sir. I'll take the horse that is on H5
H5.
and place it on G7.
Okay, very good. So you will capture the bishop with the knight, correct?
Yes.
And then you will give the check 2.5, correct? 1, 2, 2.5, right? So there is another way as well, okay? You can capture the knight and also give the check, correct? But then why did you choose this and not this, Kashvi? So in the same example, kids, this is the example of a bad check actually. Why bad check? Because you are
Sir, because
you are also losing your knight, correct? So you are not gaining anything. But instead of that, if you capture this, you are directly getting 3 points for free, correct?
Yes, sir.
And at the same time, you are giving check as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the example of a good check.
I gave you this example because I saw this example first.
Very good. This is the good check actually. Whereas,
Thank you.
whereas if you capture this is also giving check, okay? But the thing is, you are also going to lose your knight, okay? So although it is neutral, okay, it's not bad even because you are also getting 3 points and giving 3 points. But then you are not getting benefited. So it is kind of wastage, wastage of a move. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's come back and go next. Sanay Gokhale.
Yes.
White to play and give check. Can you? Is there a way to give check with white?
Yes. We can capture the rook with the white rook and give a check.
Very good. You can capture the black rook with the white rook and give the check. Okay. And is it a good check or bad check, Sanay?
Good check.
Good check. Okay. And what is the reason for saying it good?
Because when the king will move, the rook can attack on the queen.
Very good. In fact, this is the best one. You not only captured the rook, but also along with that, you are capturing the queen as well. Although you are losing your rook here, but you gain 9 points extra. 9 plus 5, 14 points you got, and you gave only 5 points, right? So 14 minus 5 is 9 points is your profit. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a good check. And very nice, Sanay, you immediately identified that this rook is capturing this black rook. Very good, beta. Okay. Now let me come to Arav Agrawal. Are you ready? White to play and give check.
Yes.
This is simple. Simple one for Arav.
When the white queen go and attack the king, when
This location. Just tell me the location.
the location is E5 queen अगर हमने ये E5 वाला क्वीन को ये E5 को ऐसे मारा तो फिर ये चेक देगा पर ये नाइट तो मार देगा.
हाँ, तो ये क्या हुआ? बैड चेक हुआ, राइट? This is example of a bad check, right? Now can you find the
Yes.
good check as well?
When the E5 queen should go at F7, so the king should kill the queen, so the bishop will give check.
Okay. King cannot capture, okay, because there will be a check, kids, okay? King cannot capture this. So this is a check and mate. And this is the example of a good check. So Arav gave us the both the ways actually. If we play this, this is a bad check because we are losing our queen. But then if you play this, this is going to be a checkmate and you are winning the game. Okay, so this is the example of a good check. Very good, Arav. Okay, Arnav.
Yes, sir.
Yes, white to play and give checkmate.
Okay, sir. Knight to F7.
Knight to F7. Very good. This
Yes.
is a check and mate directly, kids. Okay, can you see? The king cannot move anywhere because of these two pawns and the rook here. Okay, although I could have captured this and gave the check, but then this would have been a bad one. Why bad now? Because you already had the opportunity to give checkmate, correct? You already had opportunity to give checkmate, but instead of giving checkmate, what you did, you captured the knight, okay, and you lost your knight as well, correct? Now because black has extra rook, black will win the game because your knight is having value 3 points and rook is having value 5 points. So black is better now. But instead of that, if you think for a while and decide actually which one is good move, this one is the good move. Okay. So kids, we will stop here. What we learned what is good check, what is bad check. And whenever you are playing, you need to think for, can I checkmate? Okay, because this is the example now. Can I give check? This one question. And can I give checkmate? Another question. So checkmate is always preferable. Okay. On this note, we will stop here today, kids. We will come up with more examples tomorrow and we will learn that. Okay. Till then, bye-bye, kids. Enjoy.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for teaching, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.